G'day everyone and welcome back to my channel. Oops, just banged my head on my exhaust fan. In today's video we're going to be fixing or cleaning up the rotary encoder dial, whatever you want to call it, switch on my two multimeters. This one, I've got a new one arriving soon anyway, I've ordered already, but because this has been botched up over the years. I never wanted to ever take this board out because it's so flimsy. Anyway, I decided to take it out because, so in years gone by I just cut components off and just soldered the new ones across the legs on top of the board, and I thought I'd try and get the board out today and one of the clips snaps. I wish I'd just kept doing that. Anyway, that's what happens when you go and decide to do something properly, backfires. I should have just bodged it right. Anyway, as you can see, smoked resistors there. That needs to be 0.99 ohms. So I can come up with that again. As you can see, I already had to do it before. I've measured these other values off camera. They're all good. So what I'm going to do is clean up this. Remove potential shorts. I'm just realizing this thing's full of little solder balls and bits of wire and everything. That's how it came. J-Cart ordered some pretty cheap stuff. Alright, so first thing I'm going to try is this stuff, which surprisingly usually works quite well on copper, because that's what all this is. It's just exposed copper. It's not plated, it's not treated, it's literally just exposed copper. Well, that cleans up really nicely, apart from those few areas, which that looks more to me like high current's gone through it. That is not what I meant to grab. I just grabbed a tube with thermal compound. What I meant to grab was a fiberglass pen. And trust me when I say this, I am doing this extremely gently. I only want to remove just what I have to. Yeah, this one's been toasted from current. It has come up pretty good, but alright. Almost happy. Now I'll just clean up this bit in the middle too. Alright. I'm going to give that another spray and another clean. I hope my head hasn't been in the way. Actually, what I'll do, just because that leaves a little bit of residue behind, I'll just clean it up one more time, just with some IPA. And that is now looking quite nice. I could polish it up where I used the fiberglass pen, but to be honest with you, the fiberglass pen doesn't really scratch it that much. And as the range switch rides over it, it's just gonna rub a smooth sort of track into it, essentially repolishing it anyway, so I'm not too concerned. The only other thing I'm gonna do is clean the range switch and replace the resistors, and try not to touch the exposed copper with my fingers. Well, that is miles better than it was. That'll be fine. The range switch, it honestly looks clean, but I'll still give it a quick clean anyway. You know, these are all at different heights. I'm just gonna I knew that was gonna happen. At least I didn't bend it. Actually, that's almost exactly what I want. Yeah, that's better. I'm happy with that. I'll do the same thing again. I'll just spray that off with some IPA. Alright, I'm not worried about the range switch now. I'm going to go off and sort out resistor values. I've got to make up exactly 0.99 ohms. I'll come back when I've done that because that's going to be pretty boring to watch that. I feel like something's wrong with my fiberglass pen. No, okay. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so for the 0.99 ohm resistor, I've got these 1 ohm 2 watt resistors. I'm going to see if any of them well, 0.99 ohm, because I wouldn't mind putting a bigger resistor in there. I thought that was going to be it for a sec. Why did that have to change? Because, well, you know, like, yeah, you shouldn't put more current through this. It's not designed for it. I'd rather it be a little bit under than a little bit over. Anyway, the reason for that, there's trace resistances and other resistances to take into consideration. Anyway, looks like I'm gonna use this one. Just in case I do, you know, accidentally put a little bit too much current through it for a second before I realise what I'm doing, it might just buy me that little bit extra time, you know. Obviously, you know, if the resistor even gets damaged slightly and it's not just completely gone open, it's still no use. It's got to be changed because it's going to throw the value off. But, you know, I mean, it might still help. It's either that or I've got 1% metal films and I've got quarter watt resistors, so I could put a whole load of those together to form the exact value. I've also got some like 5 watt sort of resistors, power, like ceramic power resistors in different package sizes, but again, that's not really something I want to put in here. Alright, well, I'll just get this abomination out. It looks like the way I did it last time was I used a 1.2 ohm resistor and I don't know what was in parallel with it. Maybe 10 ohm or something, I don't know. But it got me down to what I needed to be at. And this solder is going to be rubbish to get out, isn't it? I'm just going to make note of where that comes from because there's multiple unpopulated holes on this board. And it actually comes from that hole there. And there. Just go around that a little bit more, it might help me in the future. I can see myself having to come back to this one though. Unless then if I go and take it out in a hurry, I'll know where it came from. Oh no, it's this one. I don't want to get any flux near that exposed solder. That'll do. Yeah, something just occurred to me. Why on earth I didn't sound my desoldering gun on for this, I don't know. But oh. Good old solder sucker. Still does the trick. Bit of solder wick, bit of solder sucker, and we've got 2 clean holes. That wasn't too hard. I kind of hate using these sorts of things. I prefer my desoldering gun, but to be honest, I think I'd rather do it like that, because you know, every time you turn the soldering gun on and off, I think I just touched that, but I think it might not have. I'm just going to get one more wipe because I don't want my finger oils to start oxidizing it. The only thing I want to touch it is the range switch sliding over it. Anyway, what was I saying? Forgot what I was saying now. Oh well, can't have been that important. Right, so I'm going to put this resistor in. A little bit of trickery to make it fit. That's good enough for me. I'll bend it away from the fuse maybe a little bit after it's soldered in. I don't really want to play around with this board too much because all the little wires will snap off. These are cheap ass meters, but it's the only analog meter I've got at the moment. And the other one that I've bought, it's basically the same as this. It's nothing special. Alright, well, that's 1 meter. Oh, actually no, I've still got to glue this little piece of plastic on. I don't have to, but it's going to make... Hold on, let me just think about this. It's going to make it a lot more solid in terms of PCB being held in place. Come on. What is going on here? Don't you hate putting cheap crap back together? How is everything so far off? Oh my God. This is ridiculous. God, it's virtually impossible to get this thing back together. Wow, these things are made cheap. Nothing is straight, it's just... Jeez. Still can't seem to get this. Top beating. This is truly insane. Whew. That did not make me comfortable. I'm happy with that. Fuse is not blown. Okay, cool. Alright. Time to put this one back together. Jesus. You know what? Even the batteries, that's just hilarious. They don't even make the battery socket contacts, like the reverse of them for the positive and negative. It's just hilarious. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just super glue this little bit of plastic back on. Well, it's going to be really easy to do. I'm just trying to get it exactly where I need it. Lucky for me, I put a ton of super glue on here, so it's not going to set straight away, giving me the time to play with it. Come on, you know you want to get in there. It's your home. Right, that's where it went. I got it. Yep. It's seated right in its original crack. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to put that off to the side because I don't want to touch that whilst the super glue dries. I'll add more to it when it dries afterwards. So yeah, I'll leave this off to the side. Oh God, that didn't move anyway. I'll leave this off to the side to dry. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bit more super glue around that at the base there when it dries and put it back together, but that's 1 meter done. So let me just find the safe spot for this. Onto the fluke now. This has just got the range switch needs cleaning. Dinky range switch problem. Might have blown fuses. I don't think it's got the proper fuses in here. I'm pretty sure I've just put some huge fuse, like a car fuse or something from a car audio system across the high rupture current fuse contacts. I can't remember. I just remember years ago I popped the fuse and I did something dodgy because I didn't have the one to replace it. But I might have replaced it since, so I can't tell you without looking in here. Yeah. That's hilarious. I don't think I've actually got the correct fuse, so that's probably gonna stay in there for now. Let me just have a quick check. Yeah, no, I don't have. Damn, I've got high rupture current fuses, but not that really thick style one. Actually, I've got one in my DMM 916, but I'm about to fix that, so that's alright. Leave this for now, it's fine. It's all good. It's been in there for years and I haven't managed to blow all the traces off the board, so we'll be alright. I will eventually replace it. I'll put that on my to-do list now that I've reminded myself of it. I wonder what brands the thin film resistor network is. I'm always curious of these sorts of things. Looks like I'm supposed to take the range switch off. I'm not gonna lie, I've not torn this down before. Probably should get a manual, but oh. Maybe not. Maybe that's just to get the board out. Oh, I probably got to unscrew the jacks first too. Yeah, that makes sense. Thought there was no Loctite on one of them for a second. I thought that was a bit weird. No, they all do have Loctite on them. Yeah, so that's just to get the board out. How bloody hard is it to get this thing open? Not hard at all. I didn't even have to try and remove that. Ah, I see. I do have to try and remove it, but now I have to try and remove it. Okay, that's actually the range switch mechanism itself. So it just stays straight up. What have we got in here? Shield. Some sort of lubricant that was not spread around evenly. I don't even know if that's supposed to be in there, but it's some sort of machine oil. Anyway. Yeah, I'd say it's supposed to be there. It's that. Jeez, this doesn't look bad at all. Neither did the contacts on that. It's been giving me trouble. I think I might clean this up with some PCB cleaner and then get some deoxit on it. Because I think this might be plated with gold or something like that. I'm not too sure. Alright, I'm going to get some deoxit. Which one should I use? Apparently both of them. Apparently I'm supposed to do it with the red one first. Alright, we'll give it a go. I've honestly tried using this on a few things and I haven't seen too much amazing results yet, but we'll see. That may be because it's specifically for certain surfaces like gold and silver and things like that. I'm not sure. Well, I know it's for gold, but it's well and truly covering it. You're supposed to wait. No, you just keep applying it sparingly and removing it until it's clean. Well, I just cleaned it with PCB cleaner, so if this is just a cleaner, I don't think I'm going to need to worry about it too much. What I want to see, I'm not turning this Q-tip around. Normally I sort of roll them as I go around in my hand so that I'm using a new surface. But I'm going with the same bit because I want to see if this is actually going to pick up any more dirt than the PCB cleaner didn't pick up. I'm only seeing the red, to be honest with you, from the deoxit. I gave it a really good polishing with that, so let's see if that has any effect. I mean, it's looking a little bit better than what it did. I can still see some dark lines in it, but yeah, actually the lines are starting to go from dark lines to shiny lines now. So that's actually a good thing. I'll try this one now. This is the one for gold, or it says gold on it. Yeah, enhances conditions, seals and protects gold plated electronic connections. So if this is gold plated, it will help with that. I don't think you're supposed to use as much as what I've been putting on here, but oh well. It's not like I use this often. Same thing. It doesn't say anything about wiping this off. It says to apply it. Huh? Huh. I have to admit, I really don't know. I don't think I want to leave liquid in my multimeter. What I'll do is I'll try and just take most of it off, but I won't wash it off with IPA. I'll make it so that this is the last thing that's left on there. I think it's handy to leave a thin film of it over there to protect the contacts, but I don't want loose liquid in here. Well, there's still a fair bit on there. That whole darker area on the PCB that goes just like outside of that square that's darker, that's deoxit residue that's left on there. Actually, I'll just give this a quick wipe up too. Hello? Sorry about that. I had a knock at the door. I'm just gonna, like I said, just give these contacts just a quick wipe over with a gentle wipe in one direction only with the remaining bit of deoxit that's on this brush. I do realise that there's residue on the board and it's going to get continuously wiped over it. Want to try and be thorough? Alright, okay. Whoops. It goes like that. It goes in there. You know, I'll just, nah. I just wanted to freak people out. I'm having some sea heating issues. Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. For those of you that are worried that I just put my fingerprints all over it, there's silk screen over everything anyway, but yeah. Alright. I'm going to screw the board in first, and I'm going to screw the banana sockets in. I just lost a screw. Found the screw. That screw felt like it was going to be threaded, but it actually wasn't. It's just a bit stiffer than the rest. Cool. Not worried about cleaning these contact to screw surfaces, because as I do the screw up, just due to the nature of it being done up so tight, it's literally grabbing the middle, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to make good contact there anyway. And I've done them up bloody tight too, so you can be assured there's good contact there. There's probably more contact resistance in the fuse socket than the screws here. Obviously that only affects the 10 amp range. One might argue the resistance is even more important there because there's current flowing through. I just realised these top two screws got to come back out. I forgot the shield. Whoops. I believe that is important. Alright, that is that. I could never get it to act up when I wanted it to act up anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if it only acts up on my next video now. But hopefully that's that problem solved. I'm happy, because that's been getting kind of annoying lately. Alright, this other meter that I put off to the side will be dry now. I swear I just put it off to the side. Oh, I did. This lab's too cluttered. Yeah, that's... no, it's not dry yet. I'll have to just close this one up in my own time when the glue's dry. I wanted to put a little bit extra glue in there anyway, so I'll just do that in my own time. Alright, well that concludes that video. That's the multimeter sorted out finally. I've got, in a couple of days, I've got the parts coming for this. I've ordered 3 HF, I think they're HF 4053 ICs. What are they? JRC 062 op amps and AD737JR or whatever one I needed, I can't remember. They're all surface mount. I've ordered those components for this, so we'll have a go at fixing that soon. But other than that, that pretty much concludes it for multimeters. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.